I've been seeing a few things going around about Will Smith and him allegedly being angry or upset and hurt by Chris Rock's special he did, Selective Outrage. And apparently he was offended by the comments that Chris Rock made in this Netflix special. So I want to have a conversation about Selective Outrage, because let's go back in time to a little over a year ago. People are sitting at home watching the Oscars. People like me are asleep. And I wake up. First thing I see on social media is everybody talking about Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. Will Smith slapped Chris Rock on stage. I'm thinking, oh, you gotta be kidding me. No, there's no way. There is no way. First thing I do, I get on Twitter. I see a video of Will Smith just acting a complete fool at the Oscars of all places. So let's really deep dive and dissect this. Because Chris Rock was on stage hosting the Oscars, doing his job as a moderator or the host. And he made some jokes about Jada Pickett-Smith. These two have a history because a few years ago, Jada Pickett-Smith wanted to boycott the Oscars. And she was upset with Chris Rock because he refused to boycott with her, and he made jokes about the boycott. So they've held this grudge about her, this grudge against him apparently. Last year, he made some jokes about her on the stage. He made a joke about her being bald. What does Will Smith do? He laughs it off. He looks over at his wife, says, all right, this is it. This is enough. And he goes up there and smacks this man on live TV, smacks this man in the face, walks back to his seat, adjusts his suit, walks back to his seat, and then sits down and proceeds to cuss this man out, telling him to leave his wife's name out of his effing mouth. Let's just be for real. You don't even know this is real until he does that. And you like, oh man, I know Will Smith ain't acting a fool like that. That's my thoughts. But then, oh and behold, all these people sitting up saying that Will Smith was justified in what he was doing. Oh, he was defending his wife's honor. That man let that woman put a battery in his back. Let's just be for real. She put a battery in his back, and he went up there, and because he couldn't think of any other way to get at that man, he went up there and humiliated that man on national TV. Because not only do you got a group of people saying that Will Smith was justified, you have another group of people that are criticizing Chris Rock because he didn't do anything bad. Because that's our culture. Chris Rock is supposed to throw all the money. He's in the middle of work. He's supposed to throw that bag away. Two niggas tussling in tuxedos. That would have been a storyline. The way Chris Rock handled it, he handled that with more grace than a lot of people could have. He kept it quiet, but he's a comedian. So my thing is, what makes you think that you're not gonna get up and embarrass this man on national TV, get a standing ovation in your Oscar speech, get to cry and apologize for it, and then everybody let it go a couple months later, but think that you're not gonna get this work? How does that work? How do you think that you're not gonna get this work? So what does Chris Rock do? He releases a special. And in this special, he basically said what everybody else said. He didn't say anything any different. Will Smith let Jada put a battery in his back went up there, smacked that man on national TV. That was weak. That was weak. Knowing as small as he is, and knowing where y'all are, knowing that he wouldn't do anything back. You could have met that dude backstage. You could have did anything. But you chose to do it on national TV because you want to humiliate him. Now, I don't know if these things that are going around are how you really feel, but if the nerve of people to sit up and try to police the way this man responds to being humiliated. You went on TV and smacked the taste out of this man's mouth. He was stunned. He was in shock. He didn't know what to do. Look at him. As big as Will Smith was, compared to him, is compared to him. Is that what we talking about? And like, for all you people that think that Chris Rock should have just threw it all away and that's the let's get the money and all that kind of stuff. Look, if Chris Rock if they had got to fighting, yes, he'd be justified. But people don't think about our image. People don't think about our image. What would that look like? A lot of y'all don't care because you're not trying to do nothing in life. Let's just be for real. You're not trying to do nothing. For people that think that Chris Rock can just afford, do y'all know that man was going through a divorce? Chris Rock did exactly what he was supposed to do. What's even worse is the Oscars allowed it to happen with no repercussions. Yeah, he can't come back, but come on. Over a joke. That man let that woman put a battery in his back. And that's really what I want to have a conversation about. I really want to have a conversation of men letting women put batteries in their back and how it can literally cost you your life. It's not worth it. But who is Will Smith to be offended or to feel bad after what he did? That's just how entitled some people are. Some people are so entitled that they feel like they can do what they do to you, and just because they apologize or just because they say my bad or I was going through something, that you just supposed to, no harm, no foul. Chris Rock was absolutely right. He wasn't the one that was smashing your wife. He wasn't your son's friend that was busting down your wife. Then you chose to go on the Red Table Talk to talk about it face to face. You chose to stand by her with that. Now, why can't you stand by her and nurse her feelings? Because you attacking that man for a joke is out of pocket. It's out of pocket. And for all you imbeciles that think that that's protection, you're crazy. You're crazy. And you are exactly why I say that this culture is trash. Because guess what? Protection is not attacking people for insulting your wife. That's not protection. And that's the problem. A lot of y'all, if we're being honest, you don't understand what real protection is.